standard 8 of subject science. So we had started the chapter number 4, metals and non-metals, and in the last lecture we had discussed about the uses of metals, uses of different metals, and after that we had started the just overview of non-metal. What are the non-metals, physical properties of non-metal, that we had discussed in the previous lecture. Now here in this lecture we are going to learn about the chemical properties of non-metal. So physical properties, it will be derived by the just observation, while the chemical properties derived by the chemical reaction with one element to the another element, with one element to the another compound. So chemical properties of non-metal can be derived by the reaction of different chemical substances or with the different atoms, like chemical properties of metals. Metal reacts with the acids, generates dihydrogen gas. I already told you. Metal reacts with oxygen, produces metallic oxides that are basic in nature, that I already told you. So I already told you that metals mostly used in the different in our world. Lots of metals are using currently. So what are the chemical properties of non-metal? So firstly it will be explained by the reaction with oxygen, same as metal. जो मेटल में देखा था सेम ऐसे ही यहाँ पे भी ऑक्सीजन के साथ रिएक्टिविटी देखेंगे ऑफ नॉन मेटल. सो रिएक्शन विथ ऑक्सीजन, नॉन मेटल, is it reacted with oxygen, and if it is reacted, then what produces? That we have to discuss in this particular topic. So reaction with oxygen, it reacts with the oxygen and forms non-metallic oxide. So non-metals reacts with the oxygen and forms non-metallic oxide, as same as metals. When metal reacts with the oxygen, it forms metallic oxide, and when non-metal reacts with oxygen, it forms non-metallic oxides. And non-metallic oxides are acidic in nature. So this is the difference, this is the main difference. While the metallic oxides were basic in nature, so non-metallic oxides are acidic in nature. How we will identify this is acidic in nature, this is basic in nature? How can we identify? That we will identify in this particular topic. So carbon, for example, here given to you carbon. So carbon is non-metal and it reacts with oxygen. Carbon reacts with oxygen and produces carbon dioxide. C represents carbon plus oxygen O2, so CO2 will be your carbon dioxide. This is non-metallic oxide. Another example is sulfur plus oxygen. So what happens in this reaction? Sulfur, it is obtained in a mineral form, we can say. So this is sulfur mineral reacts with oxygen, means it burns in the presence of oxygen, it produces sulfur dioxide gas, and it is non-metallic oxide. This is sulfur dioxide. When it dissolves in water, so here the identification is given. When these non-metallic oxides are dissolved in water, so what we obtain? So first of all, carbon dioxide reacts with oxygen. reacts with water. I am dissolving in water. So it will form H2CO3 and this is your carbonic acid. This is your carbonic acid. And while sulfur dioxide which was generated here, sulfur dioxide dissolves in water, it forms H2SO3 and this is your sulfurous acid. So these are the acids. How we will identify? We will take just only a piece of litmus paper and we will dissolve, we will dip it into this solution. Now, so H2CO3 is our carbonic acid while the H2SO3 is your sulfurous acid. So how we will identify it? So I discussed that take a piece of litmus paper and dip it in this type of solution. Make sure that you have to take the blue litmus paper. That's why you will obtain the red color of that blue litmus paper. And when you obtain the red color of litmus paper, it means that it is your acid. So non-metallic oxides are acidic in nature while the metallic oxides are basic in nature. That I already told you. So this is the reaction of non-metal with oxygen. Now the second chemical property is reaction of non-metal with hydrogen. So is it reacted with hydrogen? Metals does not react with the hydrogen. So non-metals can react with the hydrogen under specific conditions. Means under specific condition means it requires specific temperature, specific pressure, etc., etc. Presence of catalyst, etc. So it reacts with the hydrogen under specific condition and forms a sulfide of non-metals. Forms sulfide of non-metals and hydrogen compound. So non-metal reacts with the hydrogen, forms hydrogenic compound, you can say, or hydrogen compound. So what are the reaction of non-metal with the hydrogen? So here reaction is given and this is the main reaction. Availability of water on the earth surface, this is due to this reaction. Oxygen reacts with hydrogen, forms H2O. So oxygen is always written in the form of oxygen O2, and while the hydrogen is also written in the form of H2. So one hydrogen, with one oxygen, two hydrogen is attached. So here two oxygen is available. That's why we have to take another two hydrogen. So I am taking here total 4 hydrogen. 2 + 4. 4 hydrogen reacts with 2 oxygen, forms water molecules, and this is our water. And on the earth surface, availability of water is due to this compound. Another example of non-metal, reaction of non-metal with hydrogen is given here, and it is sulfur reacts with hydrogen and it forms hydrogen sulfide. This is H2S, hydrogen sulfide, one of the compound of hydrogen. Third reaction, and this is most important reactions which you will face in the upcoming standards or upcoming levels when you study as upcoming standards. N2 plus 3H2. So nitrogen is your non-metal. It reacts with hydrogen. So N2 plus 3H2 gives 2NH3. This is the ammonia. Formation of ammonia. and this is NH3 represents the ammonia molecule, and ammonia is widely used in the fertilizer. So ammonia is widely used in the fertilizer industries. So this is the formation of ammonia. 1 mole of nitrogen gas reacts with 3 mole of dihydrogen gas and forms 2 moles of ammonia. Another example is given to you. This is the formation of hydrofluoric acid, and this is HCl. So we know that chlorine, 1 hydrogen contains with chlorine, reacts with chlorine and forms HCl, and this is the covalent formation of covalent bond. You will study in the upcoming lectures. So here we are not discussing how bond is formed. So this is the formation of HCl. Now 1 hydrogen reacts with 1 chlorine, so we require second hydrogen. So 2 HCl2 plus H2, it gives 2 HCl. So this is the formation of hydrochloric acid. So this is the reaction, formation of hydrochloric acid. Now we will move on the another topic, and it is uses of non-metal. What are the uses of non-metal? Let's discuss about that. Now the uses of non-metal. So here in this session we will discuss about the uses of different non-metals like graphite, silicon, hydrogen, sulfur, phosphorus, nitrogen and oxygen. So what are the uses of these given non-metals? So first is graphite, and graphite is one of the form of carbon. It is one of the form of carbon. It is used in leads of pencil, we can say. So पेंसिल की लीड्स में ये यूज होता है. The lead of pencil is made up by the graphite, and it is the form of carbon. Second use of graphite is powdered graphite is used as a lubricant. So what is lubricant? Lubricant is a substance which is used to reduce the friction between two surfaces. So powdered graphite is generally used as a lubricant. Another non-metal is given here, and the uses of silicon are. Now we will discuss about the uses of silicon. So silicon is a main compound of sand, which it is known as a silica. So silicon is the main compound of sand, we can say. It is mostly used in solar cells, formation of solar cell, transistor, microchips, in electrical appliances. So silicon is a non-metal which is highly used in to make the electrical components, we can say, like a transistor, microchip, solar cell, etc. So these are the uses of silicon. Now what are the uses of hydrogen? This is H2. So what are the uses of hydrogen? Hydrogen is widely used to form the ammonia, and which is used as a fertilizer, that I already discussed. It is also used in the extraction of metal. Extraction of metal, we can say, it is highly reactive, so component form में ये react करके वहाँ से निकलता है. This is the highly used in the extraction of metal. And last use of hydrogen is it is used in a oxyacetylene flame. So what is oxyacetylene flame? Oxyacetylene flame is when we see the welding work, gas welding, that we commonly known as a gas welding. So in the gas welding, there are the two types of outlets connected, two types of cylinders connected over there. First contains hydrogen gas and second contains oxygen gas. And by the combination of these two compounds, these two non-metals, gas is formed and it is used to cut and weld the metals. So this is your acetylene flame. Now what are the uses of sulfur? So sulfur is used hardening the rubber. Rubber which we obtain from the nature, it is very soft. So to make the tire from the pure rubber, it is difficult. So it requires to become hard. So for the hardening rubber, sulfur is used. Second use of sulfur used as a fungicides and insecticides. Fungicides and insecticides में जैसा यूज होता है to decrease the effect of any fungi, to decrease the effect of any insect. This is used. Fourth one is the phosphorus. So what are the uses of phosphorus? Compound phosphate is made up from the phosphorus. It is important in fertilizer. Phosphate that are highly required to the plant for the well growth. So phosphate, it is the form of that phosphorus and widely used in the fertilizer. Second use of phosphorus is making matches and in fireworks. Matches के अंदर ये यूज होता है and after that in the fireworks, in the different firecrackers, phosphorus is used. Now the uses of nitrogen. So nitrogen is used in the manufacturing of nitric acid, manufacturing of ammonia gas, and it is used in the packaging of food. So when we buy a packet of Balaji wafer, so inside a gas is available and this gas is nitrogen. Nitrogen makes the packaging or packaged food as a crispy, we can say. It holds throughout the year, throughout the many days as a original taste of food. Last uses of oxygen are given here, and oxygen is used in oxyacetylene flame, which I explained here, with the hydrogen to cut and weld the metals. This is used in oxyacetylene flame. Mountaineers and deep sea divers. Mountaineers and deep sea divers used oxygen gas in the form of diffused oxygen gas. So mountaineers जो होते हैं, deep sea divers होते हैं, अपने साथ गैस का कंटेनर लेकर जाते हैं, and this is used in that. So these are the uses of non-metals. Now here small work for you. It is given to you that you have to complete in your workbook. First is write down the chemical properties in detail. Write down the chemical properties of non-metal in detail. Second question is write down the uses of non-metal. These are, and how ammonia is formed. Write down the reaction over there. So this is the small work for you. In the upcoming lecture we will move on the another interesting topic. Thank you.